The Board of Curators is meeting today at Mizzou in Columbia. That's where Chris Hernandez is right now. He continues our team coverage. Chris?
Well, Mark, as you know, all this talk of conference realignment in this area really started right here at the University of Missouri with talk that MU might go to the Big Ten. Now, that seems very unlikely. However, the conference situation, keep in mind, is not on the Curators' official public agenda as they gather here on campus. But a top official did confirm a short time ago that they are discussing that amongst themselves as everyone wonders what happens next to MU. News of Colorado's jump to the Pac-10 filtered in as MU officials had lunch. Chancellor Brady Deaton then pulled several curators outside to tell them.
Certainly we're concerned about the well-being of the conference, and it's important for us from a revenue standpoint, from a collegial standpoint, and from a competitive standpoint. So those are issues our board's going to have to address.
After Missouri's Board of Curators walked out of a closed-door meeting, the chairwoman confirmed MU still hasn't received an invitation to the Big Ten. She wouldn't talk about what they'll do if the Big 12 disappears.
Lots of presumptions. We got to wait until things happen before we can say anything.
Are you guys did you guys discuss it at all during an executive session in terms of the what-ifs?
Grad student Lindsay Morgan studies as news of the conference shakeup rolls across campus. Many students can't believe Mizzou would be left out in the cold as the Big 12 starts to disintegrate.
Going to the conference games were always the most fun because everyone was so excited and there was just a lot of hype around them. We deserve a spot in a conference. I mean, we've made it to bowl games and we've played really well against some of those high-class competitors.
I wouldn't be worried yet because we have a lot to offer, and I think that the Pac-10 goes to 16. I think everyone goes to 16.
As Mizzou works to preserve its historic columns on the quad, it must now try to preserve a place in a decent conference. Now, several students tell us that they really don't care whether Mizzou stays in the Big 12 as long as it remains in some sort of power conference like the Pac-10 or the Big 10 or even the SEC. And that's what it really comes down to for a lot of folks. They want the extra money for the academics. They want the extra money from the athletics. And they're still just trying to figure out how, after all this talk starting right here, it still looks like Missouri could be left searching for a new conference to call home. Reporting live in Columbia, Chris Hernandez, NBC Action News.